Hola, everybody. This is Jael DePardo. Welcome to the Latin Dish, where we are discussing living life from our point of view. Hi, everybody in the studio. Tell me who's here today.
Hello, Susana Ballesteros here. Very happy to be here.
Welcome.
Hola, Lorena Jorge.
Hey guys, Paloma Rodriguez.
Welcome, ladies. How you doing today?
Good.
Very good.
Fabulous.
Yes, I feel that way too. So I want to start by asking who in the room is single.
Okay.
Why? No, I'm out of the market. I'm married, happily married, to a very hot Argentinian.
Yes, girl.
Wow, fantastic. Happily married for how long?
For 10 years.
10 years.
That went by like, phew,
You go,
super
girl.
fast. Yeah.
Well, that says a lot about your love. If it went by fast, that means you're having fun.
Yes.
And what about you, Lorena?
I am single, ready to mingle.
Yes, girl. And I'm right there with you, honey.
Taking suggestions.
I am single, but I'm dating, and it's a lot of fun because I'm not a dater, so this is new for me. Definitely enjoying myself.
So
sure.
Paloma is single,
Yeah, girl.
having fun. Lorena too. All right. So 3 of us are single. Susana's happily married.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We have some points of view here. And so I want to ask you guys, has technology made dating harder?
Well, in my opinion, I think it hasn't made it harder. It has made it easier because now you have like so many options. You can just swipe left and swipe right and spend hours, although you shouldn't. But it's I cannot think of any better time to date than this one.
Well, Paloma, I'm going to have to little disagree. I don't think it's made it easier. In certain aspects it has because it's giving you so many options and it allows you to meet different people not in your state. But I think it also makes it a little difficult because of so many options, people don't want to settle down or narrow down, or even for those that, the cheaters are going to have to work a little harder because all the information's out there. I gotta say.
Oh my goodness. You guys have great points. I mean, I kind of agree with Susana. Like, it's easier because you have like all of the options, right? But then Lorena, you're kind of on the, you see, this is where I fall. I'm just lazy. I don't want to be on apps and I don't want to date. I just kind of want him to fall in my lap. Is that okay? I don't want to do any of the work. I just want it to like, oh, I bumped into him and then we started talking and now we're married. Like, I'm cool with that.
But you see, that's the issue. And I agree with Lorena. Like, there are so many options that I feel like sometimes it can be paralyzing to people because they're just like, oh, swipe right, swipe left, and look at this other hot person. And so next thing you know, you're not actually making any decisions toward a real date or something substantial.
Mm-hmm. And then how do you trust the description? Right? Like the height, for example. In my case, I'm really tall. So if a guy, I'm 6 feet. So if a guy tells me that he's 6 feet, I'm going to trust that he's 6 feet. But if I get, imagine I go and he's like, that will be like he's like 5'7".
No. Susana, I got to tell you, I have a friend who, she posted a picture of herself and she was literally like half the size that she was now. And she told me about this and she was like, he was so rude because he didn't want to date me when he saw me and it's so superficial. And I was like, dude, but you lied. Like, I'm not going to be with you, girl.
No.
But don't you think, Lorena, that is a little bit like a market? You have to sell yourself. So I understand people lying a little bit or not lying, but like putting, when you take for example, with the photos, you have to make yourself look really
Put your
good.
best foot forward.
Yeah. And then they'll get to meet you, no?
Yeah, but I think then, Susana, if you put yourself out there to be a certain size and then you're not, like you said, if he says he's 6'4" and all of a sudden he's 5'8", you're like, damn, you lie about what I can see? What about what I can't see?
Yeah. If a guy did that to me and then I show up to a date, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, like it's not happening. I want, some kind of honesty from the get-go.
Well, Jaya, question to you. Would you automatically leave? Or because I'm the nice girl, and I'd be like, damn, Lorena, tough it out. Just be nice. Don't be that rude person and not go through with the date.
No, I don't think I couldn't make it that obvious. I would have to kind of, I'm a nice girl too, so like I would stick around for a little bit, maybe have whatever
One
coffee,
drink.
one drink, and then excuse myself after.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that happened to me for my one Tinder date. Aren't you guys proud of me? I had one Tinder date. Thank you. And he was not at all in his description of anything.
Oh God, nightmare.
So it was kind of traumatic. I think that's why I was just like, nope, not doing this. This is weird. Like, you're gonna just straight up lie of who you are and what you look like, and I'm okay. Bye. But I was nice, and I had the date. We did dinner.
Oh, you had dinner? No,
I
just a
did.
drink?
Girl, I had dinner. I was hungry. Like,
gotta get that food.
I gotta get that food, you know? And
I've heard you always have to meet for a coffee or a drink, and then if
See?
things go well, then you go into dinner. But,
Susanna, you've taught me so much. It's because you are a smart, brilliant married woman, and I have to take your advice.
So let me ask you guys: when it comes to social media, I mean not social media, to dating online, do you find that you're sort of texting with the person for a while and it doesn't really lead up to a date? Like, is it more difficult to actually get that date where you're sitting in front of somebody? Is there more just of the texting?
Well, Jael, I have to chime in because somebody told me that people like pen pals, and
Yeah,
I was like,
that's what
is
I
that
find.
really a thing? And I mean, some people when I was in the dating apps, and we did go on dates, and they were some were great, some were okay, but I did have these people that would just randomly text me on want to have conversations, and I'm like, well, what the hell? Are we gonna meet, or is this just like? For that I have a pen pal in prison, and I'm actually doing some good in the world, and we don't have a chance to meet.
Right, because I find that sometimes too. I'm just like, okay, so when are we gonna get to the part where you ask for us to go meet somewhere?
Wow, rude.
at least you can check his grammar. Like if he's good at
Oh my God,
spelling.
that's true.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Is that a big no-no for you guys? Like if I don't know if they're messing something up, like like
We're-
you're and you
There.
are.
If you're
There.
there.
Totally.
If you're gonna say you're beautiful without, that little squiggly thing in the middle, like it's just not. It's not gonna happen.
Oh man.
No.
Apostrophe.
Yeah. That is very important, and I refuse to. Yeah, no, that's a big thing. Like
I agree with you,
I will,
Paloma.
and
I will judge you. I'm
Right,
sorry.
thank you.
Yeah. So that's a big no-no for you guys. Well, all right, we're gonna have to go to a break right now, and we'll be back after the commercial.
This is the story of a man who had a dream, and one day that dream turned into...
Yo, what's going on? Dean Edwards got a new show? Yo, what's poppin'? It's your man Dean Edwards. Guess what? You remember me from Saturday Night Live, you remember me from MTV's Guy Code, but now you're gonna remember me from the Dean Edwards Show on the Digital Podcast Network. I don't listen to a lot of things, but I listen to my man Dean Edwards on the Digital Podcast Network. He got his own show.
It's all Dean, it's all love. It's all going down on the Digital Podcast Network. Visit digitalpodcastnetwork.com.
Hey, everybody, and we are back with Latin Dish. Jael DePardo here. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
So, you guys, I have a burning question. I'm wondering, is romance dead for our generation? Are guys still romantic these days?
You know what, Jael? I have to say, my opinion, some men have it and some men don't.
Yes, girl.
And those that try to have it at times have complete failure. And I'll tell you a quick story. So one of my friends, was dating a guy, and it was already kind of like dwindling down, and he was like trying to amp things up and rekindle what they first started, and had her over. They had a fabulous night, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna romance the crap out of her in the morning. Like, I'm gonna bake it. So he made breakfast. He did all this decor, candles and things.
Wow.
And yeah, and she's waking up to morning breakfast, and she's like, oh my God, he's making eggs and
Birds chirping.
Exactly. And unfortunately, when she took a bite, it was not what she expected. But, as women, we tend to be a little nice. So she was just trying to do her best effort and just eat it,
Oh, so Lorena, you mean the food was not that good?
The food was not good.
Uh-oh.
And it was like, okay, it was like around Christmas time. And she was like, this guy didn't call me for my birthday. They already had an issue with that. And so he was trying to make it better. And she was super, super like just positive and really expecting the works because it's Christmas time.
Yes.
And, you know, the carolers, all that stuff. And so he brings his box in front of her as she's eating breakfast, trying it. And then she's like, oh my God, he's going to make it up. He's going to make it up. He got a gift for me. It's Christmas. He's attentive. He thought about me. And she's opening the box and she's like, oh my God, you shouldn't have. This is so sweet. And she opens it and she's like, oh my God, Burke Williams. I love Burke Williams.
Yes.
It's a spa. That's my thing to relax. And he was just like, yeah, you should go. I hear it's amazing.
What was it? A gift card?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
So she gets this gift card and she flips it over,
Lord.
and it's $25.
Okay.
no.
What is she gonna do with that? Buy soap?
I was like, girl, Burke Williams soap is like $38.
Exactly. Well, I mean, yeah. If anybody that's listening has ever been to Burke Williams, you can't get anywhere with $25.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What
But
did she do?
it makes it worse because she I love her because she's ballsy and she's at that point fed up and she was like, look, you know what? This breakfast kind of sucked. I just got to be honest. And I was really looking forward because you gave me a gift and it's $25. Like, what do you expect me to get at Burke Williams? Have you been to Burke Williams?
Wait, so she said all these things to him.
She said all these things to him. And I applaud her because I would have just died and went home and cried. Wow. And he was like, well, she was like, have you been there? He was like, well, no, it was a company gift. She was like, you re-gifted a company card to me.
Wow.
Total failure.
Yeah.
Bomb. She
Romance
walked out.
dead. Romance is dead.
At least at least it wasn't a salami or something like that.
Pepperidge Farm.
Oh no.
So there are instances where a guy will try, but it just doesn't work. It's a flunk.
Yeah.
I would
Total
say
flunk.
if it's not in you, don't force it.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my.
Good, Suzanne.
What about you, Paloma? What do you think? Is romance dead?
You know, you're talking to a girl that's just started talking to a man who's like kind of blowing her mind. So romance is not dead. It's not.
Tell us more.
Yeah, it's just I don't think it's dead. I think you're right. Some people have it and some people don't. But I think when you find someone that has it, it could be like the time of your life. And I'm having the time of my life. It could end tomorrow or in a month or in a year, but I am enjoying this romance, girl. I'm enjoying the text messages. I'm enjoying the voice memos. I'm enjoying the dates, the walks on the beach. Yes, like I'm all for it. So romance is not dead.
See, Paloma.
I'm with you, Paloma.
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm a very romantic girl. I love romance. And I mean, if it were dead, I wouldn't be married or anything.
Right.
I would just, that's like the reason I live. I love romance. And even my husband knows it, and he's very romantic, of course. And he even proposed on a helicopter.
wow.
He said, now we're going to jump. What? We're going to jump? What? No. Yeah. No, and then he unbelt like the seatbelt, unfastened his seatbelt. And then he kneeled, and he's like on top of the city where we fell in love. I want to ask you to marry me.
My goodness.
So it was very romantic. Yeah.
Does he have a brother? Even though I'm very happy.
Girl, you can
For
bring
Lorena,
it, you can
for
bring
Lorena,
it to me, for me. Well, I got to tell you, in my opinion, not my girlfriend's story, but romance is definitely not dead. I agree. Those that have it will sweep you off your feet, and it's just being attentive. It's the simplest things, words of affirmation, or the touch, or just even a thought. Just text me, like Paloma said, I'm thinking of you. That's romantic to me, having my favorite ice cream in your fridge. That's romantic.
Yes, exactly. To me, like if I have a routine and the guy is paying attention to those little needs that I have, like, for example, if I'm getting ready for work and he's helping facilitate those little needs, he's paying attention. And that's romantic to me.
Absolutely.
Or if something happens throughout the day to them and then they want you to be the first person that they share that with. I think that also says a lot. So that's really sweet. So if you guys had one tip for guys for being romantic, what would that be?
My tip would be mixing romance with something funny. Because sometimes romance can be awkward if it's too much. But if you insert there something funny, like, then suddenly it becomes really like a great, great time. And also being affectionate. I was before very cold. And my husband is like, of course, Latin blood. He's from Argentina. And he kisses me all the time. Like I'm working, he comes and just kisses me and like goes, well, he's away. Yeah. Those things, he made me more.
See, Susanna, you bring up my tip, which is the best gift is the unexpected. That to me is whether it's a thought, whether it's a gesture, whether it's just an actual caress. That's the tip that I would always give a man. Always do the unexpected. Just make the little effort, whether it's being attentive to what she likes or even of what she wears, you know? I think it's really cute when a man buys like a top or something like that for a girl and doesn't know and tries to figure out the size and things like that. That's, you know, and it doesn't have to be material. It could just be a simple note.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I mean, for me, it's like the little things throughout the day. Even like a simple text message. Like, guys, if you're having like a busy day at work or whatever, send her a message just saying, hey, today's been crazy, but you've been on my mind all day. I'll talk to you later. Like, yes, that's all I need. I just need to know that you were thinking of me when you saw something funny, or if you saw a funny meme and you tagged me for like 2 seconds. Like that for me, it makes me like giddy. I love that.
And that takes little to no effort, right? You know,
Little.
because you can be super busy, but then, you know, just a quick message to say, hey,
absolutely,
you know, this is what's going on, but you're on my mind.
Absolutely. That's a great little tip.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, it's those idiosyncrasies. You know, you're paying attention to those things that I do throughout my routine throughout the day. And if you're kind of, you know, facilitating, like if you know how many sugars I like in my coffee in the morning and then, you know, when I'm, you know, getting up and just kind of helping move things along to kind of keep harmony. I think it's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah, they're part of what you're trying to do in life. And that at the end of the day, that's what we want in a partner, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I cooked a good meal and we went to bed and I wake up and the kitchen's clean, I'm marrying you. I'm like, yes, you tend to
cook for me. Cook for me. I'm done.
That's another tip.
Consideration.
So overall, I definitely don't think romance is dead.
No.
And I think obviously if it is the right person, you know, of course, all day long, like romance, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It won't get on your nerves.
No, it won't get on your nerves. Exactly.
Smother me.
So guys, if you're listening, we hope you'll take our advice here on Latin Dish. This is Jael DePardo, and we will see you next time.